What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. Also, pinned comment, Weeble Preferred Influencer, best promotion they have right now going on. Free money. All you got to do is click the link. Obviously, I know a lot of you are here looking for my thoughts on this official reveal trailer, and I got to say, one of the most underwhelming reveal trailers we've ever seen for Madden. I talked about this on Twitter, but you can see here, only a few thousand people watching and waiting. When it goes live, we see John Madden showing X's and O's, which in the beginning I was pretty excited about. I said to myself, hey, if we're going to rebuild X's and O's and we're going to show John Madden on a whiteboard, this could be a great thing. But quickly, all those ideologies of John Madden plays went out the window. And one interesting point that I haven't seen anyone make, and I waited, was when they show this field sense, it doesn't extend into the end zone, which is really strange to me because we've talked about for years, the problem with Madden is the players don't understand where they are contextually in relation to the end zone to defend passes properly. So if they were going to make this field sense, if they were going to create this technology, if they were going to harness the power of next-gen consoles, why aren't you focusing on players knowing where they are in the end zone, not just everywhere else on the field? Because most of the times you have a player having an issue in the end zone, it's because they're playing zone to the A or the E in Bengals, and you can't control them enough or fast enough to make a reaction to the play. Beyond that, though, this is pretty much par for the course. If you've watched Madden trailers the past 10 years, they're going to sit here and tell you, hey, we've changed mechanics. You're going to be able to pass the ball with pinpoint accuracy now. But when you look down at the bottom, you see crossbody, dead eye, bullet pass. So we know all these flawed mechanics from Superstar, all these game modes that they have pushed into Madden are still there. And wide open receivers, clearly. When they show you, oh, you're going to have all this control, you're going to be able to play as all these players, which we'll get to in a minute. They show McCaffrey making this cut. His feet don't look good here. And I also bring this up to show you just how disjointed they zoom in and zoom out with these cutscenes, because they know we're used to these animations. But why is a corner or a D-back breaking down like that on a route when they're talking about having all this control? And then mid-air collisions, right? All of a sudden we show that zoomed in, real disjointed movement. These cutscenes with these trailers for the past couple years are absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm tired of seeing this. And the reason they have to hide it is because of this. Play like Mahomes. They went through a whole series of play like this player, that player. We just don't have that capacity. You're playing with this player more than you're playing as that player, right? It's not that you can't play like Mahomes. It's when you get online, everyone is playing the same way because the game is just that broken. Everyone's playing the same run all the way back 20 yards, stand there and throw the ball. Everyone's playing the same running play. Everyone's playing slants. Everyone's playing the same defense. Don't tell me that you can play like player XYZ, because you can't. Because playing like something else, playing like a player they're not, is what actually makes the game function better to where you can be successful. And we've asked them year in and year out to really consider what they're putting on the field with this game. Then they come out with Field Sense, and literally it's the same broken promises from years and years and years ago. I could sit here ad nauseum, and perhaps I will, and show you past clips where they've talked about how you can have more control, throwing the ball, tackling players, going out and having interactions in the air that are unscripted. That's not X's and O's. That's not playing like Madden, right? When they end this and they say play like Mad, it kind of makes me laugh, because people are going to look at this and be mad. Like, you're openly kind of mocking us with this play like Mad. Right? People have been actually mad playing your game because we don't have the user control to actually feel like we matter what's going on in the game from play to play, drive to drive, series to series, and end up quitting the game mad because no matter what we do, we're getting beat by players that are less intelligent when it comes to football knowledge and either have a better team that they've paid for in Madden Ultimate Team, or just found a play that can be ran over and over and over. And spare me the whole concept of you have to be able to stop at X's and O's when we've seen punters at quarterback win Madden championships. And I can't help but think that not addressing those things seriously, not looking at what's going on with competitive Madden, not seeing competitive players quit and retire year in and year out, and then addressing that with actual tangible on-field changes, like removing some of the animations. I don't expect it to be overnight, right? We've used to 3 to 5 year plans being pushed out by EA. Right? Give me removed animations from in-air sequences, right? Say every time a player goes up in the air, be it for a catch, be it for a hurdle, those are now going to be completely unique moments. Those are going to be unscripted, physics-based situations, right? And then, over the course of 5 years, take it from, okay, receivers and defensive backs, now it's unscripted. That is going to be physics-based. So when you have players pressed, when you have jostling down the field, those are now going to be organic moments. And then build it to where the full game runs that way, right? That's going to be something that makes us play the game more. Because you, in my opinion, are sitting here watching this game play, and I mean that by every sense of the word, game play out, and you can go back and watch the live chat. People are recognizing animations from the last 5 years. That, to me, is why they have to do all these quick cuts. They have to do all this video editing because they know just by showing the game, in a sense, they've shown too much. And they don't want to sit there and have someone say, hey, there's an animation I remember seeing last year. Hey, there's an animation between the receivers that I remember I played 3 years ago and saw. I can't actually intercept the ball when that animation starts. That's the battle that they fight. That's the battle they've been fighting. Masquerading the game, hiding their game, not showing gameplay so that they can sell you a new product when every single one of us at this point knows the gig is up. And now you're going to put this man's legacy on it? This man wouldn't stand for what this game has become. He wouldn't appreciate how this game replicates football. He wouldn't sign off on a game that doesn't let you actually control a defensive player well enough to impact a play. He certainly wouldn't sign off on a game that offensively doesn't recognize what's going on the field. And yet that is no doubt 100% where this game is and has been. You know, I've talked about this in the past. I used to get a little anxious when Madden would come out, that they would put together a trailer that would, silence my channel, shut me up, make me look like an idiot. It's never happened. It's probably never going to happen. Anyone who watches that reveal trailer and realizes they've been silent for months knows the reason they've been silent is they have nothing to show, nothing to say, nothing to sell you. No hard work has been done. This is going to be another rinse and repeat Madden with the best cover we've had in years. And that's the sorriest thing we can say because our expectations were all greater than that, have been greater than that, and should be greater than that. So I'm prepared for another year of failed Madden plays being sent. The only thing that'll change is the scoreboard. Sometimes that's the only way you can tell which game version it is. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. I will be back very shortly with more content.